We'll do like a Zen position. I think that'll be neat.
No, don't ruin. We've been specifically
I would
told
take my
not
shoes
to wreck
off.
the
There we go.
furniture.
I would take my shoes off.
Hey.
Your first instinct
I would
is
take
to
my
put your
shoes
dirty
off.
feet on the
I would
white
take
couches.
my shoes off.
Okay, well then take your shoes off.
I
Sit
don't want to.
cross-legged.
We ruined it.
Okay, now it's weird.
Yeah.
Just made the whole show weird.
Are you comfy?
Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable. I look like Lieutenant Dan.
You got no legs.
I do though. That here.
All right.
All right, hi, welcome to the second week of On the TV. We're the Biggs and Barr Show. I'm Chris Biggs.
I am Jason Barr.
Hey, I'm Jamie.
What?
I don't know why. I never say it.
Why did you say it like that?
I never usually get to say it on the radio.
No, I usually say
Yeah, so I
So
didn't
you
know
said
what to
your
do
name
it.
weirdly.
So I said it all cool. Jamie.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
That's why I don't let you say it on the radio.
I'll say it different every time.
Jamie.
Yeah. You had a game.
I do have a little warm-up game. You guys want to play a little warm-up game? Get the juices going? here?
Reluctantly, yes. I'm not a fan of games, but let's go.
It's called Stinky Pinky. I don't know if you've heard
Well,
of it.
I don't. Yeah, I've heard of that.
It's not the version you
I don't think we
of.
can put that on TV.
I don't know. Listen, so I'm going to give you a sentence.
Okay.
And the answer is always two words
Okay.
that have the same syllables and they rhyme. So,
Stinky Pinky.
Yeah. But,
Okay.
but that's not always the
Okay.
answer. So if I
Okay.
said like what's a wet canine called? It's a soggy doggy.
Soggy doggy.
Oh,
I was
soggy
thinking
dog.
sog dog.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Soggy
sog
dog.
would work
I was
too.
in
Okay.
bog dog.
Yeah,
The
bog. Oh,
bogs
you
are
guys
wet.
got it right away. I thought
Okay.
it might take a few for
What
you.
do we think we're idiots?
Dullards to pick it up.
Child's game.
What do you call a semi-trailer stuck in the ditch?
A ditch hitch?
Ditchy ditchy.
No.
Pitchy ditchy.
Pitchy ditchy.
Stuck truck?
Hey,
Oh.
see?
I was gonna say
I knew
ditch
Jay
bitch.
would be good at this
I
game.
thought ditch bitch.
Santa with the flu.
Sick St. Nick?
Just sick Nick.
Sick
Oh,
Nick.
sick
Okay,
Nick.
wow.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. An extra seat.
Spare chair?
Yeah.
Okay,
I knew he'd
Jamie's
be
good
good
at
at this.
this.
I knew
He's
he'd be
punny, yeah.
Yeah.
I think too logically for it.
A street curb.
Street curb?
Yeah. This one's a bit abstract.
Is it?
It's a small wall.
A small wall.
Small wall.
I don't consider that a wall at
I
all.
don't agree with that.
Holding an atlas on your thighs.
A lap map?
Yeah, man. It's
This is a Jeopardy
Are you-
This is like a Jeopardy category. Yeah.
a submerged airplane. Jason, stop trying completely.
I hate this game.
A submerged airplane.
Yeah.
No, sunk trunk.
A sunk
I was-
That would be like an elephant.
Okay.
A submerged elephant could be a sunk trunk.
Submerged airplane.
It's a wet jet. You're taking
A wet
forever.
jet.
Oh, wet
yeah,
jet.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
An avenue where con artists gather.
Thief Street?
No, Cheat Street.
Cheat Street.
Street. Okay.
All right.
Are we warmed up yet or no?
Yeah.
That's fun. I want.
All right.
Yeah, Jamie wins. He's the winner.
A medicine that changes your name to William.
A bill pill.
Yeah,
There you go.
All right.
There you
See?
go. See, I got that one.
A schoolroom for donkeys.
I thought we were done.
An ass class.
Ass class. All right. There's just a
That's why
couple
you got
fun
that
ones at the end.
fucking
I
game.
wanna-
It's a great game.
We're warmed up. That's all.
We are warmed up, yeah.
So what do we want to do from here?
After last week, I watched the episode
Mm-hmm.
and I liked it. And I said we should probably do like a question segment.
Okay.
So I went around and I asked people to write questions from the building here.
Like
Some staff we
staff
knew,
members?
some staff you didn't know.
Right.
And I don't even know. And I said if you could write a question and I'll put them in a hat and we can just pull a question out from staff.
Sure.
So you have,
Maybe Lou can read them.
so you have random questions from
Random
staff.
question. I
So
haven't
long
seen
to
it.
explain everything.
It does take some time.
I haven't even seen the question. Lou's here.
Hey, Lou.
Hey Lou.
We have a microphone
Yeah.
for you.
Do you want to come sit on the floor or do you want to sit behind?
What do you want to do?
Here.
You want to crouch?
Here.
Okay.
Welcome.
Hey guys.
These are questions
I think
from
he's got his
staff members.
headset on and everything.
He's a producer. He got a clipboard.
Yep.
Producer.
Producer.
Oh, you do have questions in a hat.
Yes. These are from the staff of the new building we're at here.
Okay.
Okay.
What would make a more appealing life mate? A horse or a marlin?
Like a fish?
I don't know any other type of marlin.
I think a horse, right? Because you're more out of the water than you are in the water.
Well, a horse would be handier.
Would be if you're looking for that.
Marlin couldn't do anything.
We couldn't do anything for
If
it.
you wanted more alone time, probably a marlin. Depends on your perspective.
Horse would be handy around like the yard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can plow.
Get to and from places.
Of course.
with it.
Yep.
These are staff questions. You missed it.
Which of Superman's powers would you most like to have, and why?
Well, flying. Because I want to fly.
What didn't you finish?
There's the second part of the question.
Oh.
What is it, Lou? Say it.
Which of Superman's powers would you most like to have, and why is it being a homosexual?
Well, Superman's not gay.
Yeah.
No, he was in love with Lois Lane.
Yeah.
Who asked that question?
That's a terrible question.
That's a terrible question.
I think
from
the real
staff.
question is, could Superman physically have sex with Lois Lane without killing her?
Well,
Yes.
well, yeah. If he didn't finish.
No, he can't finish.
Yes, he
Yeah.
can.
He can't finish.
He can finish.
He will put a hole through her body.
He can hold it back.
He'd have to put his hand in front of it. Okay, got another question?
This one is for Jason.
Oh, great.
Would you rather kiss Chris's bum or lick his lips? And can you please do both of those things right now?
Who asked that?
I don't. There's no names. There's no names.
From staff, are they?
Yeah.
I think I'd rather kiss his bum cheek than lick his lips.
100%.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, cheek. Yeah.
Was it
Yeah.
cheap? What is worse to have on your arm? Someone else's puss.
Staff
These-
members did not write
Any of
these questions.
things.
I think it's
Weirdo.
pus.
Oh, somebody else's pus, not puss.
I don't know for sure. These staff questions.
How many S's are in it?
The way that the questions have been going, though.
How many S's?
Come on, Lou.
How many S's?
There's two S's.
Yeah,
Two S's. That's puss.
that's puss. Puss is one S.
Puss is one S.
From your staff questions.
What's the best T-shirt you've ever seen?
This guy, we were on a grade 7 trip to Quebec City,
Yeah,
and
that's
he
the story.
bought a
That's the question, so we could tell the
Yeah,
story.
I don't mind.
huh?
Go ahead. Grade 7, you went to Quebec City.
And a guy, we were in a dildo shop. True story.
Yeah.
And our teacher walked in because we were all like laughing. And he just went, "You guys," and he just kept walking. Anyway, this guy bought a shirt and it said "Blue Flame," and it was a kid bending over and lighting his fart on fire.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he wore it to school. Principal didn't like it, and he made him wear a penny from the gym for the rest of the
Over
day.
it or just the penny?
Just the penny.
A
He's
see-through
sitting in
mesh
school with
penny.
a see-through mesh penny in like 1999.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's all cut short crop at the
Yeah,
bottom.
like
Nice.
with his like skater jeans and shoes and everything and a penny.
Imagine if it caught on and the rest of the kids just
Oh
started wearing it.
yeah. Anyway, Lou, thanks.
Those were childish and juvenile questions, Jamie, that I'm pretty sure you came up with, not the staff.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was really fun to
You
have
just
some of your
can't
water.
get it. You need wetter water, man.
No, you have a beverage.
'Cause he's unprepared.
Unprepared, as usual.
Or I'm a pro and I don't need one to have a basic conversation.
or you have
Basic
really
conversation?
loose spit, which you do have very bubbly spit. Do you not?
Yeah, remember that when you did 23andMe and they
Right.
they rejected your spit because it had too many bubbles in
I
it.
couldn't get enough spit. No, it's probably because didn't wait long enough after having a cigarette. You're supposed to wait a certain
Come on.
amount of time.
Really?
So you just spit nicotine and tobacco into their vial?
Yeah, I think that's what happened. Well, they wanted you to do it like 12 hours after, but that was in the morning. And I didn't have any spit in the morning, so like I didn't have enough. They want a lot of spit.
Yeah.
Like in movies, they just swab your mouth or like
Yeah.
take a little nothing.
Yeah.
They want like
A good vial
Like-
of spit?
like a good solid vibe. I don't have that much spit. It was hard. It was all just like bubbly, like gross spit bubble. Like half of
It must have looked.
And I said it to them, and they're like, I probably put it. Ugh.
What is
You
that?
just threw it in the trash.
They didn't even bother.
No, yeah, and they just sent me an email. Give us like actual spit.
Like
Not
when-
whatever this
Like
is.
when my little dog tries to eat a toad and just bubbles in her mouth.
Yeah, that's all it was. Just a vial of bubbles with a couple of chunks of nicotine and maybe like a cheesy bit. And I sent it off to them.
What is this? It's part of a peanut in here? What is
and
this?
they did not go. Well, they collapsed anyway, so good thing, because they would have sold my information
Yeah.
out to the
Oh
world.
yeah.
Do you
'Cause
remember?
It was 23andMe. It
right.
wasn't,
Do you remember years
Ancestry.
ago when, I don't know why, I know why because we're talking about spit, but I had a cup while we were doing the show and I tried to see if I could fill it with spit by the end of the show. Do you remember that?
I don't.
It was many, many years ago and you were very disgusted
It's
at
the
me.
gross. That's
That's-
why I get
that's
so
vile.
upset when he tells everybody to spit on the floor, because
But I
it's one
didn't
of
do
the
it.
grossest.
I didn't spit on the floor like you. I just put it in the cup.
You didn't have to throw in the like you.
You've got me convinced now.
Look at the camera and tell the world. Be honest and
Chris
tell them.
Biggs doesn't consistently spit on the floor. You don't.
Thank you. Is there a grosser behavior? I mean, farming them on the floor would be probably.
I'm not a fan of people that farm out snot, even outside. I
Or
don't
my
like
dad does it in the shower. It still grosses me.
it. Shower's
What?
fine. I'm okay in the shower.
Why does it? It's what's wrong with the shower?
Well, why are you
There's-
showering with your dad?
There's nothing. You
You're,
don't. You know, that's not how your family works.
50-year-old man.
That's not how your family works.
No, my
He has trouble reaching spots. I hope.
No.
Okay. Be
Yeah,
weird.
no. When I was a kid, because my dad would just—he's from that generation that they just don't care about nudity. Like when they're old, like he
Right.
would just walk around the house
That's wild.
Really? Eh?
naked. Yeah, not like with company over, but
Oh, I
you know.
see. Yeah.
And we had a huge bathroom upstairs, but it had like 2 entrance doors, like an entrance door from the master
Oh, like
bedroom.
a Jack and Jill.
Sure, and then one
Okay.
just from the hall, right?
Okay.
So, but that was like our upstairs bathroom, and so he'd always say he'd just shower with the doors open, didn't close the doors or anything, and you just hear
Yeah,
every time he's in the shower,
I do that.
and it's disgusting.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's efficient because it's nice and steamy and everything. Get your
Yeah.
Sure, like I could see.
nasal
Yeah, I'm not
passages
saying I've
going.
been sick and like hawked up phlegm in the shower,
Yeah.
but it's just
It's the best place to hawk up phlegm.
you're right. Like I shouldn't be grossed out by it, but it just. And then he'd get out and his
Just walk around naked.
yeah, just throw shit. Like he'd have a towel, but it'd be like over his shoulder.
Covering everything.
So
right.
yeah, I saw quite a bit of my old man bottomless. Yeah, so I never did that to my children. I'm super
no,
I'm
I-
super careful. Well, first of all, I have a stepdaughter, so that would have just
That
been
would have been
Yeah, it would have been weird.
weird to start with, and but I was, it was not in my game plan to make sure my kids see a lot of my dick.
Yeah, it is weird.
Probably a good plan
Yeah.
for most parents.
Probably it's kind of okay in sport, like
Yeah.
outdoor or ice, like not a court sport. Like I played basketball. And
Oh my God, that'd be terrible.
Yeah. Guys just bailing, but
And I've been at indoor soccer places where it's the turf and people spit on the
Yeah.
nets.
What?
I don't like that.
no.
What?
It's disgusting.
But
Yeah.
on the baseball diamond, no problem. In a hockey rink, no problem.
No, you're not touching the ice, really.
Yeah, yeah.
right? You know what scared me about those indoor soccer places? That story about that guy. It was like an old one, and he went to slide tackle, and one of the planks
Oh yeah.
came loose, and it
Went right up his leg. It was a girl.
up his leg. It was a
It was
girl.
a girl. Yeah. It was in a gymnasium at a school.
I thought there was grass. I thought there was like grass.
Pretty right
like
up. No, there's no grass. It was just a wood floor.
like he's
Like I had heard.
So
it
why
was
would
a
the
soccer
plank
thing.
come up?
I don't know. It was like
with
it went
turf.
into the leg.
When it
Now
went
we
what?
have to look this up.
Went shing.
Into the leg. You know how many times I've mentioned that to people? Just been telling a lie.
no, you're just misinformed. It's not a lie. You're not directly tricking anyone. A gun boot was a liar.
Boot gun.
Sorry, boot
Right.
gun. Your friend who used to say he had guns in his boots.
His ski boots.
Yeah, a
His
gun would
ski
come
boots?
out of his ski boot.
Yes. 'Cause
I thought it was regular boots.
He was skiing in Switzerland,
Uh huh.
and at the time he was there, the Queen of Sweden
Is there a
was
Queen
on
of
the
Sweden?
same probably
Possibly.
was on the same hill,
Mm-hmm.
and they were short on security, and so they came up to him and they said, "Hey, like we need you to do some security for us." And we're
How
gonna,
old was he?
We're going to give you this. Like when he told us, like
Yeah.
grade 11.
Oh, okay.
And we're going to give you this boot gun,
The ski boot gun.
a ski boot gun.
Where was the gun in the boot?
I'm guessing the toe.
Okay.
And so
I would have seen it on like
the
the
toe clicks
outside.
into the binding,
outside, it
so-
would go.
I guess he would have to loosen his foot.
Take
Point.
it out of the ski and then
I
point
guess. Only if necessary.
Seems impractical.
Does it?
Be much more practical on the side, like Jason
Yeah,
said.
like it you flexed your calf muscle and it would like open up.
Like Iron Man.
Grab it.
And then
Oh, I see. Why would you tell people that story?
We thought he was cool, I guess.
How old was this? An 8-year-old?
No, grade 11, he said.
Grade 11.
Dude, like get his license.
Grade 11.
Yeah.
Thinking people are going to believe that he
Yes.
was protecting the
Crazy.
Queen of Sweden
Crazy.
with a ski boot.
I mean, who's going to verify, right?
It was like before the super internet, right?
Yeah, this is well before the internet. Well, not well before.
My guy had
You're young.
Morpheus at the time.
Yeah, but like it wasn't
Kaza.
like it is now, right?
No.
You couldn't just simply
No.
ask ChatGPT,
Hey.
has there ever been a ski boot gun
Ski boot gun on the Secret
assigned
Service.
to the Secret
see.
Service of Sweden?
That guy, he was one of those guys who did it to himself. Like, people gave him a hard time, kinda, because he would do stuff. So,
Yeah.
one time a guy got kicked out of a game at hockey, and he went and he peed in his shampoo bottle. And so then after, Boot Gun was using the shampoo, and he's like, "This is really runny." And he said, and the guy had to leave. He was laughing so
Yeah.
hard. Like, that's mean.
Yeah. You know,
That's
it's,
too far.
it's sad that
That's too
bullying actually hurts people's feelings.
Yeah, because it is kind of
Because
fun.
some of it's really funny.
Yeah.
And again, this is going to make me sound like I'm a villain. Like I'm
Terrible
encouraging people. I don't want anyone to bully anybody.
No.
I have a special needs kid. It would be my nightmare if I saw him being bullied. Like, terrible. But some of the legendary bullying stories, if it was in a TV show or a movie, are
Oh, yeah,
sure.
fantastic.
Well, it is. Like, imagine real life from that movie She's All That, when he pulls his pubic hair out and makes the guy eat it on the pizza.
Yeah.
Like, imagine that happening in real life.
Best I could find about boot gun
Yeah.
was Solomon made a model of ski boot in 2009 called the Gun. Solomon Gun ski boots.
A guy passed out drunk.
Did somebody die? You seem really
No.
sad. You didn't do it.
I didn't do it. I wasn't even there.
Yeah. So then what?
So what was it?
You have no responsibility.
A guy passed out drunk. And so another guy shit in a bag.
It's terrible. Yeah.
And then they painted his face.
Oh,
With the shit?
Yes.
Oh my
no.
God.
That's terrible.
Yeah, that's awful.
That is. I don't approve of that.
Is
Did they use,
like
like paintbrushes?
Who
Like
had paintbrushes?
like art ones from like the dollar store or something?
Like the thick one.
Like, did they draw designs?
I don't know.
Like, give him
I think it's just. I think it's just.
Oh, just like
I
like
don't-
football
wasn't-
player eye paint.
I wasn't there.
It's
To
like-
be honest. I don't know, but I know that at least his forehead.
yeah, that's offside. You shouldn't. I can't condone that. Stop laughing at it. Like if you go to like the local fair and they paint a butterfly in your face
Oh,
or something like that.
No.
Was it like just the
I
big
think-
chocolate
no.
starfish?
I
Like
think
what was
just,
it?
They just.
They just filled in his skin.
It was
with
more like
shit.
yeah, they smeared shit on his face.
Well,
with a
that's.
paintbrush.
Did they get arrested for that?
No,
No, that's. They're not still friends.
no,
Okay.
I don't.
Was that guy regularly bullied, or was it just a guy, one of the guys in the crew that
More
fell
so, his
asleep?
dad was bullied. Yeah.
What?
That's
Okay,
weird.
did they did it to his dad
His
too?
dad. No, but people used to prank call him and drive on his lawn.
That's terrible.
Wasn't a lot to do in the town I grew up in.
Except
I don't
paint
think that
people's
really
faces
matters.
with shit and drive on their dad's lawn.
No, but like idle hands, man. Like
We,
I've had idle hands lots of times, as I'm sure you have, and I've never shit in a bag and painted someone's face with it.
no. The worst we did, I was a part of, there used to be a guy that lived like 3 blocks from where we used to always, this girl used to always have house parties. You know, it was like that party houses where
Sure.
kids.
Sure.
So she'd always have house parties. We were always there. And this guy used to live down the road. And we would go, every time she had a house party, we'd go and we'd rip down his basketball rim. Because
see, that's funny. Every time.
every time.
Yeah.
Because it was just like anchored in like a wood backboard. And we just, one of us would just, and it
Hang
had
on
like,
until it broke?
well, it was only like at 8 feet, and it wasn't. And his dad was too cheap to buy him a real backboard, so we just kind of like put it into like a piece of like plywood.
Plywood, yeah.
So we just go over and go brack and rip it down like 1 second, and then
time.
leave it there, and then 3 weeks later we come back, and his dad would have to move it to another spot and drill it back in. It was
That's
brack
so
every time.
annoying for his
So the
dad.
boards had all sorts of different holes in it. You
All
just
they have to
slide it
rip-
over a little
all
bit.
those cracked and ripped marks, and he put it higher. We just jump higher, brack, rip it down.
That's
like
ridiculous.
maybe 6 times in one summer. Like it was,
That's terrible.
I would have just left
Like
it
that's
down.
fairly innocent,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
so annoying for the dads.
So again, bullying his dad.
Yeah,
It didn't even really
his
affect
dad.
the kid because he didn't have to put up the rim again every time.
That's terrible.
Yeah,
You guys
know,
are terrible people.
I should apologize to him.
We should.
Fine, track him down and say.
Yeah, you apologize to a guy
Is
you
your
thought you
dad
bullied?
still alive? Because I want to apologize for the stuff we put him through.
You should.
Yeah.
We should call him someday.
Yeah.
I didn't really like this chair when I first sat in it, but sitting cross-legged in it, I quite enjoy it. Like it's really giving me good lumbar support right now.
I have a pillow behind my back. I'm
And one
so
on the
upright.
side.
Yeah, I am.
You already jammed in there.
I am comfy.
It's like your spine is snapped and we've propped you up
Yeah.
with pillows so that you won't move. All right, I guess that's it for this week. Remember, we would love some questions from you in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
And to smash that like button and
Yeah,
subscribe. But yeah, mostly just write us questions that you want us to answer on next week's edition of On the
For
TV.
topics, we'll be fine.
Our regular podcast you can find 5 days a week wherever you get podcasts, and of course our radio show syndicated across the country, but on Shea 106. Anything else, gents?
Thanks to Lou
Yeah,
stopping by.
Ian.
Thanks to Ian.
Lou, do you want to come in and say goodbye? Or
Thanks to Gavin.
Thanks to Gavin.
Look, I know Lou. Come in here for a minute before you. I know you gave Lou those questions, but
Yeah.
we didn't ask Lou if Lou had anything.
Yeah, you didn't write any.
If Lou had
You
anything
didn't
for the
gather
show.
those from staff.
were
you,
staff questions.
You wrote those. Yeah, staff, because you're a member of the staff.
We didn't ask Lou because he's our producer. We didn't even ask him if he had something for the show.
The microphone's still down there? Oh, there you go.
It's such a
I love it.
I like how it takes so long.
so long for him to get in here.
Could get
Do
it.
you have anything you want on the show this week?
I just want to say this. You guys were talking about best T-shirts. You ever
Yes.
seen that as one of the questions?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like those shirts or mugs. Don't talk to me till I've had my coffee.
Yeah.
I saw an old lady in Perth, and her shirt said, "Had my coffee, still a bitch."
That's pretty
That
good.
is a good one.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
that is a
good.
good shirt.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I like her. And
Good show.
scene.
Thanks, Lou.
Good show.
Ratings gold.
Yeah.